Ray wrote this letter and basically told them, look, this is my story. You're not going to find anyone else in the world who's going to be able to play this part like I can play, because this is what I've already done, and this is why I think I'm really meant to be your Iris Chang. And Bill flew down and auditioned in person, because I would not, cross the picket line and go into the audition rooms with every other actress who was going for it. And even though I guess he knew at that point that I was his Iris Chang, he still took another month and a half to tell me, and so, I was kind of on eggshells that whole time. But when I got the call, it was just, I just got the call 5 days ago? It hasn't been that long, so yeah, to be here in this room and for it to slowly be sinking in that I will be on my way to China and I will be portraying this incredible woman who left behind such an amazing legacy. I think it's finally slowly starting to sink in. And I don't really know all the particulars, but I guess I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Wong, and thank Flora, and thank all the volunteers with Alpha, and thank every single investor who's made this opportunity for me possible. It's just incredible, and I don't think it's really sunk in for me how incredible an opportunity this is quite yet. So. I guess you can say I'm just Iris Changing it, because that, yeah. And I mean, here's the thing, just to make you understand how it just feels like the universe really aligned itself. Last year when I was working as an entertainment reporter for BT Canada, I went to cover an event. Flags of Our Fathers was written by a man named James Bradley. His father was one of the men who raised the flags at Iwo Jima, and he eventually wrote the story that became the book, that became the film, the word about whether or not I would be playing Iris. Out of the blue, I get this email from James Bradley, and he's like, "Hey Olivia, how you doing? I just thought I'd drop you a line. What are you up to? I'm here in New York and Hawaii, and what are you doing?" And I wrote back, and I was like, "Hey James, great to hear from you. I'm in talks for this project that would probably interest you just because of your passion as a World War II historian. I don't know if you ever knew about this book called The Rape of Nanjing, but it was written by this Asian American author named Iris Chang, and this is attached a eulogy for me to read. And it turns out that when he was trying to get Flags of Our Fathers published, he was turned down by 27 publishers and was completely depressed about it. And then The Rape of Nanjing came out and became an international bestseller and was on the New York Times bestsellers list for like 3